So, call the meeting to order, and then we're gonna go into non-public session first thing before we start our meeting. So, we're gonna go into that non-public first thing. We need a motion to partially seal part of the minutes.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Excuse me, I didn't get a second. Someone want a second? All in favor? Aye. Perfect, thank you.
All right, you want to do the rest of them now?
Yeah, please do.
All right, I would ask for the board to accept the resignation of Lori Cleary at the end of the school year with regret.
Oh,
So moved.
Seconded.
all in favor of accepting that resignation with
Aye.
regrets?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, I have to accept maternity leave of Courtney Wayland.
Someone want to make a motion to accept the maternity leave?
Don't we have to?
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
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 To nominate Kelsey Mom as the long-term special ed sub teacher.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor? Aye.
To accept the resignation of custodian Greg Bradley.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then lastly, to accept the resignation of paraprofessional Ayana Kavanaugh.
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
That is it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Agenda review and disposition, is
And
there?
then the minutes will be sealed, the partial minutes will be sealed until Wednesday.
Got it. Agenda, anything to add to the agenda?
No.
Okay. Minutes of January 6th. Did everyone get a chance to read the minutes?
Yes.
Any changes?
I think we need a clarification
Okay.
on the last page. Under the discussion items, warrant articles review. The third bullet point under there, number 1. Mrs. Gonzalez asked about Article 2, Superintendent Welch explained new and why. Some would say your school board suggests, etc. I think we may just need to clarify that.
I'm sorry, where are you?
The last page.
Last page. Oh, third bullet, got it. Thank you very much.
We discussed the language. And we discussed various, it was around using the word raise and how we were not raising any new money. And we decided to leave it the way it was, and we were going to keep it the way it was.
Yeah.
We can look back.
Clarify.
We can also look back at the video from last time, and we will clarify that.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Thanks, Sam. Someone want to make a motion with those changes?
So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Principals report.
My update on current enrollment is that we've had 12 new enrollments since December 1st, 6 in January. I would say one of the places that we are seeing the most increase is in 7th grade. So I think that's really important as we look forward to next year and the number of homerooms that has probably shifted for our coming year. And our preschool number may have been a little high in previous counts. Sometimes it's hard for us always to know how many kids are in preschool, so I did want to make you aware of that. We will work to get you a concrete number for next month so that you know that. We will also start to track the number of expected incoming kindergartners as we move through the spring, so that we have budgeted 2 kindergarten classrooms for next year, but it's something that we'll need to keep a close eye on as we move through to the summer. I wanted to let you know about some recent school events. We had an absolutely lovely winter concert on January 7th. The chorus was particularly fantastic, I thought, this year, and I just love that event. Many of you were there, so thank you. The winter program has been outstanding so far. A huge shout out to the rec department for making that happen as a partnership with us. They really are doing the bulk of that work with Jenny Lee, so thank you to Jenny and thank you to the rec department. PRHS staff came and presented to the 8th grade students about courses and supports at the high school, and that's a new model, and I think the students really benefited from that experience. So, and we had the Hutchins Underwood basketball tournament, which was very well attended, and thank you to Jason Duchette and Andy McDonald in particular for making that happen. It was good fun. Coming up on February 6th, we have the 100th Day Museum, which is a long-standing tradition at Plymouth Elementary School in the 1st grade. So we set up the library as a museum. It's very fun. February 7th, this Friday, will be a K-5 only winter program day. So there are 5 winter program days, 3 for the middle school, 5 for K-5, and so that will happen this Friday for the kindergarten through 5th graders. Next week on February 11th, we have a grade 8 parent meeting at 6 p.m. That's happening right here, so please come if you have an 8th grader to learn more about the high school and how courses are chosen. And then on February 14th, we have a middle school SAU dance at Holderness Central School, so if you're a middle schooler, you can go to a dance at Holderness. February 19th, 4th grade will have the Wax Museum. So that is a really wonderful event. It's taken very seriously. So students choose a famous person and they research that person. They do a written piece about their hero. And then they dress up as their hero and they do a whole timeline. And many of them memorize a script, and it's just great. So we will have both a daytime wax museum where other students get to see it, and then we'll have an evening presentation as well. No school, February 24th through 28th for winter break, and March 4th, as you all know, is the district meeting. So please come to the district meeting on March 4th. In the area of curriculum instruction assessment, fantastic growth has been seen in the mid-year assessments. I'm really impressed. Particularly, well, actually throughout the whole building, but I would like to particularly say in 2nd grade and 4th grade, just phenomenal growth. Middle school families received Power School Progress or have received Ames Web reports and will receive their Power School Progress reports. Is that accurate, Jenny? The progress reports and the Ames Web reports for middle schoolers? Did those go home today?
Ames Web did.
I think
Yes,
they did, yeah.
Ames Web did, okay.
With the printed piece as well, from Power School, yeah.
Okay. In the area of, I want to let you know in co-curriculars that the middle school auditions have been held and roles have been assigned, so we look forward to that event. And then wanted to specifically shout out Tamara Mann. If you came in to the building through this hallway today, the student display of artwork is constantly changing, and she's spending a lot of time to make that happen and to get the artwork up on the walls. And it's absolutely wonderful. So thank you to Miss Mann for making that happen. There is a PTA meeting this Wednesday night right here. Please come out for that. And I'd like to also shout out John Cormia. He's doing an excellent job as the PES Facilities Director. This building is just stunningly beautiful, so thank you to John for all of that. And then Kelly's next.
Yeah. Hi. Just a few quick things. I know for basketball, our 7th and 8th grade teams are in their last 2 weeks of the season, so they've been having a good year. I think we end up with Berlin, Newfound, and Winnisquam are our final games of the seasons. Wrestling is doing well as well. We have a lot of young wrestlers this year, new to the program, new to the sport, and the coaches are really pleased with their efforts. One of our older middle school students, 7th grader Charlie Clifford, I did want to mention, is undefeated in all of his matches so far this year. So he's having a great season with that. We had a few schedule changes for that team due to the snow day, but we're able to pick up a match against Runlet and Bow to accommodate for that. And then this coming Wednesday, we were supposed to have a home match with Cardigan Mountain, but they unfortunately had to bow out because of a schedule conflict on their end. However, the nice thing about that is that opens us up to, we're going to take a field trip down to Plymouth State and watch the Plymouth State wrestling team on Wednesday. Ryan Carr is the head coach for them. His daughter Chloe wrestles for us. And I also wanted to take the opportunity to just thank Coach Carr. He did a nice donation of team t-shirts to all of our kids on the team for free. So we greatly appreciate him, and the kids were really excited to get them. Nordic Sea, same thing with all of the cold that we've had and the lack of snow, although it seems like we've got some in the forecast. They've actually had quite a decent amount of races that we've been able to attend. Just attended a huge coaches series race up in Lancaster, and we've got another one coming up in North Conway, and we'll end our regular season with an event at Holderness. February 17th, they have their state meet, their middle school state meet, and that is over at the Sandwich Fairgrounds. In terms of safety, PES held a secure classroom drill back on January 23rd. Again, with the help of Plymouth Police Department monitoring the drill, faculty and staff and kids did a great job with it. We also tested our Informacast app. That's that emergency app that people can have on their phones. Silent communication, you can get it as a text or as an email as well. So Officer Bonin and Kara Lavassa monitored that and can see who the app worked for and who we might need to troubleshoot for a little bit to fix anything that might be a technical issue there. Otherwise, we'll have some future classroom drills coming up in the next couple of months. And that is it.
Super, thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions for Kelly or Tanya? No? Okay, perfect. Privilege of the floor, number 1. Yes, Jason.
Jason Enos. So my question, or one of my first questions is, with the federal administration, the Department of Homeland Security, receiving sensitive areas such as schools from ICE enforcement, does the school board or the superintendent have plans or thoughts on what would happen if an ICE, if that were to occur in Plymouth Elementary?
So it's pretty new information. We have sought out council's advice as well as our superintendent association's advice as to how to do something. So we're today.
We're formulating a plan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. From my understanding, anybody that shows up at schools, we have to come to our office first. So I don't have all the details. We have a lot of conflicting information.
I totally understand. I just want to make sure it's on some of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless anybody else have another question.
Yeah.
Once again, with the administration, the federal administration and their policy on DEI and inclusion, what is the school board and this administrative unit stance on those types of programs and what would be happening in the school in regards to promotion of DEI?
I would say that the school boards follow whatever the law is. Then we see how we have schools and our positions here, and then go from there. I don't know if
We don't currently have any staff, right, that are doing that, so it wouldn't necessarily impact what we do currently in the building.
We don't have any staff, but it's still policies and thoughts and teaching mindset does also fall into the concept of DEI, and when we don't have any direct staff, the concepts and teachings and practices are still important for, the application of DEI initiatives. And so, I just want to make sure, what is the stance of the school in regards to promotion of, DEI and equality and, equity in regards to teaching in the classroom.
And so I think, Jason, it's gonna be on a rolling basis. I don't think there's a exact plan of what's gonna happen in place, just because we haven't had the opportunity to do that. So us personally, as a board, we haven't discussed it. We haven't discussed it with Tanya. I would imagine that the administration is gonna follow whatever law is put in place by the federal government, because that's what you have to do. How that impacts PES as of this moment, right this moment in time, we don't know. So that's the best that we can do for you.
My understanding is if we connect to our federal grants, we are accepting federal funds. I think it ties right to it, where some of our previous grants, we had to put the initiatives around it. I'm pretty sure that part is going to be moved as part of it. That's my guess at this point, but who knows?
It's on our radar.
That's one of the.
I think everybody here can say it's on our
Yeah.
radar.
So we need to speak up and I want to make sure it's on the radar.
Of course. Yeah.
I think we also strive, I also want to say, to have a safe, inclusive environment for everyone who goes to school here. That is an absolute cornerstone of this building, and we teach about the Holocaust, we teach about history, so we will continue to do that.
Is there anyone on Zoom? No? Okay. Budget hearing prep. Oh,
Sorry, I was trying to read the comments there.
I was just letting everybody know that you were not.
Okay, thank you. So in your folders, you have all the handouts that will be accessible to the public for tonight. It really is just, it's what we usually put in there, from everything from the pie chart of the budget to enrollment to special education numbers, the breakout of special education costs, the assessment, the warrant articles, the budget, and this SAU summary of services is also put out there. So just for format tonight, Amy, you've done this before, so I don't have to go over too much. You open the meeting, I'll review the budget. Dan Rosser from our office will be there if there's any questions about, I wouldn't be surprised if we got questions around federal funding if it's come up this past week or two. We'll go over the estimated revenue. You'll hear questions at the end, and then the board decides whether they move that to the district meeting. And then that's it. So I'll be reviewing the entire budget with the revenue as well. And I just usually do the summary of functions instead of every single page, significant increases and decreases, and then go over adequacy and different numbers that will impact us for now, for next year.
perfect. And there is just some numbers that I want to share at the beginning of that meeting as well.
So, yeah,
So,
perfect.
okay,
All right.
cool, thank you.
Is, Tanya, you said that we had an increase of 12 students. Is that reflected in this current enrollment?
I did not produce this document, so.
That's usually from the October, the one that's on
This is-
records.
so we-
The October 1 count.
Okay.
Each year, it's October 1.
That's how our funding is
Okay.
tied to that October 1 count.
Okay, so we know that 362 then is inaccurate, and that we are pretty significantly, I think, above that.
So, based on last school board meeting numbers, which was as of 1/6/2025, the K-8 total was 369. 373 is now the new total.
Right now? Okay, so that's good for us to know.
That's as of today. Okay.
And can you tell me, Kyla, the pink one, is this, the pie chart, is that increases in budget? What is that?
That's just the portion like of regular ed, the 1,100 account,
Okay.
what's special ed, because sometimes people will ask, what portion of it is.
Some of them are
regular.
at 0%?
Yeah.
Okay, because it just does, it's not enough to,
The line doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a
All right.
little line in the accounting system.
thank
so-
you.
Did anyone else have
It's
any?
just helpful handouts, retirements in there. Remember the GMR for health?
Yeah.
There's no more raised maximum rate. It's just a range of the actual cost that you're going to be paying for next year. So
Okay.
your plans, I believe, range from 2% to 6% increase. And those are actual costs.
Is there any other business?
No other business.
Okay. Is there anyone else that would like to discuss anything for privilege of the floor number 2? All
Yeah,
right.
the teacher handbook in the back here.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I noticed on the school website, I noticed on the school website when I clicked on the minutes, they went back to the home page of our school website, and I don't know how to access it. Is it only, the most current minutes that are on there, can we access previous minutes?
Jenny,
So I just wanted to bring that up, that link is going back to the school page. Yes.
Jenny's gonna look at that, squared away for us.
It should be all minutes as far as.
Yeah.
Should be all minutes.
Where are you looking at? Under school board? And then I'm looking at the agendas and then it's, just returning into the PS page. I am thinking about it, but it's only
I wonder if it has to do with the
Yeah,
bubble.
just have to click publish. Nope. Yeah, I don't know,
But we'll
on this
find
end,
out.
it looks like
Yeah.
it could be mobile versus laptop.
Right.
It could be link differences, so I'll try that.
We'll look into that. Yes.
Is there, we've heard some about school board positions opening. Is there any information about that? Is there anyone running or information on
There is
that?
one person running.
One person running, and it's
Her name,
is Jessica Wixon Shaw.
she's running unopposed.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Is that going to be posted at some point or?
So,
Asking when we do information or?
So-
Session at Pease of February 20th.
yeah. And the filing period just ended on Friday at 5 o'clock for that position. So Jessica is the one that will be on the
This is Jessica
school
Wixon
board.
Shaw. She's a parent. She has 2 kids in the building.
Yeah.
And do you want to, this would be a great opportunity to introduce
Put
yourself.
you right on the spot.
Hello, I'm Jessica Woodson Shaw. I have 2 children. I grew up in Plymouth. I moved away for about 15 years. Wanted to move back here because I love the town. I raised my family here. I have experience in higher education budgeting, so slightly different. Vast experience in budgeting, auditing, financial analysis. I care about the students, the school, and the community. And I look forward to learning more about what people want and what the school needs and everything.
Thank you, Jess. Well done, right under pressure. I know. Thank you.
I just figure out the issue in the menu is working, but not when you go to the school page and list of instead.
Weird.
Can you help us fix that tomorrow?
I know. I'm like, we have a technology coordinator for the SAU, don't we?
Well, and we have Janine.
And we
Yeah.
have to do-
Like, she could show us. Well, not us, but Jenny. Perfect. All right, and everybody signed, Fran signed the manifest, she couldn't be here. Everybody else got to sign it, perfect. We don't want to adjourn our meeting, do we?
Yeah, you want to adjourn?
Yes.
Okay.
Done with the school board meeting.
Oh, yeah, valid, okay. We need a motion to
I
adjourn.
move to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor of adjourning?
We can swap.
Okay, we're gonna go to the budget hearing, which will take place in the cafeteria.